Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a quick VIB sale haul. I know that I said I wasn't going to do it, but I did it anyway because I'm a bad person and that's okay. Today we are on the Hot Mess Express and no joke, I just realized I didn't put any mascara on. Shit. Oh shit. All right, let's try again. So I have my little box of goodies in front of me here. I do have another order that is on the way, but it is very, very boring. It is just a couple of random brushes, and I picked up the Morphe Boss, I think it's called the Boss Babe palette. I'd have to look. But I wanted to try out a few new things that were kind of outside what I'm used to. So I grabbed a few things I'd never tried before. So the first thing that I picked up is the Shiseido Facial Cotton. They are these little tiny squares and they are basically for taking off your makeup and anything else you'd use a cotton round for. These are $11 for the pack. So far I'm liking them. They're a little bit thicker than what I'm used to, and what I am used to is the Kirkland cotton rounds. They are like no fuzz cotton rounds. I like these a lot. I've been using these for a couple of years. Pretty much exclusively. I am liking these a lot though, and I understand, and I can totally tell why they are popular. I'm so far liking them. I've used about 5 of them, but every time I use them I feel like I'm flushing money away. Like, it's so, to me they're so expensive because the other ones are like $11 for a pack of, I think, six sheets of them, or The other one is, I think, $11 or $12 for a pack of 6, like, sheaves of them. So it is, this is obviously more expensive, but the other ones are from Costco and these are from Sephora. So am I really surprised? No. I'm going to keep these for days when I'm wearing tons of makeup because they do take my eye makeup off with micellar water a lot better than the other ones. These are also considerably softer, and I feel like at my age, I shouldn't be using anything rough on my eyes. So the next product I picked up was actually the little gift set of the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Universal Gloss and the Hustla Baby Kilowatt Highlighter. So this is the full size because I also ended up buying the full size once I tried the smaller one. The smaller one I think I left at my office. I think it's sitting on my desk. I can't find it. But the highlighter, I'm wearing it today, is quite beautiful. It's quite natural. I really, really like it. I have never bought anything from Fenty. I've always been kind of on the fence about them. I don't like to buy into hype. And once the hype died down on the brand, it wasn't getting as good of reviews. It was almost like, oh, Rihanna's the queen, so review all of her stuff positively. And then when it died down, it kind of like, still a lot of people liked it, but then more people came out and said that they didn't. But I will say, for someone who hates lip gloss with the fiery, scorching earth of hate in my soul, this is amazing. I used the sample one, I think 3 or 4 times in one day. And then I immediately that night went out and bought the full size because I knew that I would go through the sample so fast and I wanted to have it to take away with me in a couple weeks when I go to Jamaica. No joke, I like pulled this out of the container and I put it on, and as soon as it touched my lips, I was like, whoa, this is something else. It is not sticky. It is so silky. It has like very small glitters in it. I'm wearing it today over the Lolita lip liner by Kat Von D. And it just like so smooth. Like I can't even describe it. So if you are looking to try something from Fenty, I actually do recommend either of these products, or you could actually get the little gift set, and I think it's about $25 Canadian. In my first order, I did pick up 2 of the Morphe brushes. I picked up the M17, which is like a large blending brush, and then a smaller blending brush, which is the M441. So far I do like these. This one had some hairs coming out of the ferrule almost right away. I don't have a brush like this one, which is why I wanted it, because all of my highlighter brushes are quite a bit bigger. They are more along the lines of this. So this is a little bit like fluffier and has a little bit more give. This is really, really dense. I do think they are a good purchase for how much they are. I'd probably buy a few of these. Currently I use the Sigma E35 for my main blending brush, sorry, E40, and this has seen better days. The Morphe one is a little bit smaller. For fucking serious, sometimes YouTube be driving me to drink, and not even specifically YouTube, but the goddamn equipment. In the middle of me talking, my computer just shuts off, my camera shuts off, everything shuts off, and it's just like, now we're busy. So it's been about 45 minutes, and let's try this again. So we were chatting about the two Morphe brushes and how they compared to, sorry, the two Morphe brushes and how they compared to the Sigma E40. So the M441 and the Sigma, so M441 is the white one, the Sigma is the black one. The Sigma one is a little bit fluffier and the Morphe one is a little bit more dense. They are also, the Sigma is a little longer. I do really like them both, but I actually find I have a little bit more control with the Morphe brush. Okay, so I'm going to grab all of these lovely characters. So this is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay Moisture Shower Cream Gel, the Brazilian Touch Hand Cream, Brazilian Crush Body Spray, and the Boom Boom Cream. I lovingly like to call this Bum Bum Cream. This has been a repurchase of mine multiple times. Every VIB sale, I definitely pick one up. I can typically make them last to the next sale. My other one is about 1/4 of it left, so after I get back from Jamaica, I'm certain that will be gone. All of these are coming with me on my trip. I love the Boom Boom Cream. I love the whole line. I have a body scrub. So I picked this up in the gift set. I have dismantled the gift set because I hate the junky packaging that comes with gift sets. Like, it's just too big and I don't have time for that. I also picked up the Sol de Janeiro Samba Foot Fetish Cream, and it comes with this little surfboard. It's like a pumice stone, but it's a surfboard. So basically what you do is you file the bottom of your feet with this and then put on the foot cream. This thing is amazing. I have a Petty Perfect, like that Amo Pay thing. This works better. This I think was $35 together. Totally, totally worth it. Like, it was so gross. I was like filing the bottom of my feet. You know when you're like doing something and not fully paying attention to what you're doing, and then you look down and there's like a pile of gross ass dead skin like right where you're sitting, and you're like, ooh. And then you're like, hurry quick before my husband notices how disgusting I am. Since Sephora started carrying Morphe and making it easier for regular consumers like myself to order from them, even though there is a Morphe distribution center in Canada now, I also picked up the primer, the eyelid primer. For the first couple days I had this, I did have one eye using my regular primer, which is the Primer Potion by Urban Decay, and the other eye with this. There isn't a huge difference when it goes on, in my opinion. However, by the end of the day, the UD Primer Potion was in a little bit better condition than the Morphe side. I should have taken a picture. I didn't think about it at the time. They were both creased, but I feel like the creasing was less obvious on the Primer Potion. So we're still trying this out. I'm wearing it today. The palette I'm wearing is also something I purchased in the Rouge sale, and I'll be discussing that momentarily. So we may as well just move straight into this palette. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. Only one shade from this. Only one shade from this guy. This is the Pat McGrath Mothership Subversive Metamorphosis eyeshadow palette. I was intending to not buy any eyeshadow palettes in November, possibly for the rest of the year. But then the sale came about and I saw Mel Thompson's video on this one specifically. I went into the store and swatched it, and it is crazy. So the swatches I am going to insert and the little tiny like quick video I'm going to insert are just over primer on my eyes, and in the swatches, no primer, just like finger swatch. This is super, super crazy. I've also used these these 4 shades in like a sunset, like a blended sunset all up my eyes. It was crazy. So many compliments. This kind of reminds me of a very metallic Burning Heart from Sugar Pill, because it does have like those sunset colors and then that purple. The only difference in here is the silver color, which I'm wearing today. I'm trying to be a little bit more universal with my looks. Like, I'm very heavily warm toned, but I feel like every time I wear a cool tone look, I do really like it. So far so good. Out of all of the holiday releases from Pat McGrath, I think this is probably the one I'm most likely to reach for. The other ones were a little bit more neutral, and I have a couple of other Pat McGrath palettes with some neutrals in them, so I went with the more different one. Just keeping on that train, I did also pick up another of the full-size Pat McGraths, and which one is this called? This one is the Mothership 2 Sublime. So this one, is going to be a little bit hard to see. So help me, I'm not meant to get this video done today. Back to the Sublime palette. We had an escaping dog. I had to go fetch one. So this is pretty much just a neutral palette. So this side here, these shades are all neutral. Then we have a green shade that has a duochrome to purple, which you can see when I tilt it. A gold, a light gold, and then it's like a white duochrome pinky purple. This one is kind of like a topper, where the other ones are standalone shades. I don't like this one as much as I like the Mothership 5, which is this one, but I do really like it. I just haven't had enough time to play with it. That being said, when I bought the Mothership 5, when I did pick this one up, I wasn't in love with it until I realized that I was pretty much reaching for it every day, and I've noticed I'm doing exactly the same thing with this. I'm just kind of mixing them up. I'm actually kind of excited tomorrow to go back to work and use only these 4 neutrals. I feel like with the Pat McGrath shadows, I'm really attracted to the non-neutral shades. So we're going to see how that goes, but I don't regret the purchases. If I had to choose between Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath at this point, I think I would pretty much exclusively use Pat McGrath. I do own 3 of the 5-pan palettes, 1 of the 28-pan palettes, and the Lila palette from Natasha Denona, so I do feel like I have a pretty good array of the different types of shades she's released, and I still think I would prefer Pat McGrath, and I own 2 of the large palettes and 2 of the 6-pan palettes for her. Okay, so we are going to be getting into the last 2 products that I have here. I bought the Kajal cream blush in the shade Koi. I wanted to spend some time with products that I wouldn't typically buy or use, and I don't use cream blush that often, and it's not something I typically reach for, but I kind of liked this idea. And you basically like put the little heart stamp in here. It's like a stamp blush. I'm wearing it today. This is a really, really nice color. It's like easy, super easily blendable. I'm just stamping it on so you can see the color. And it's a little gimmicky. I don't really like the sound, but I really like the finish and I like the results. So like I'll deal with the sound and I'll deal with the kitschy type of product display. I also wanted to try one of their little eyeshadow stacks from Kajal. These are like, I don't know how to pronounce it, Kaya maybe. These are 3 shades that are all in the same little stack. I was actually inspired to try this brand by Kirsten from No Blend Makeup. She actually picked this exact one up when we were in Sephora in New York, and it was pretty cool when she wore it. It looked really nice on her. She has like the most perfect skin there ever was. So every time she tries something, I immediately have to buy it because I think that I will also have perfect skin. It never happens that way, but whatever. So a couple of other things that I did pick up were, and that just haven't got here yet, I did pick up the rest of the Morphe brushes so I could give them a try. I also picked up the Morphe Boss Babe palette. I'm not going to do a review on that. I know people are so tired of hearing from Morphe. Somebody else is for certain has that covered. I also picked up to try the Tatcha primer. It was really hard to find in stores, so I did end up ordering all of this stuff online. That being said, if that Tatcha primer doesn't blow me away in some sort of way, it's definitely going back. I'm not gonna be wasting $62 on that. I did want to give it a try because I have found lately there are some products that I was really skeptical about that really were very, very good. So I am gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a chance. Okay guys, I hope you liked this haul. I will insert pictures of the stuff that was not included, and I'm going to try and be better at swatching the products that I have. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the new style. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will mention one other thing just quickly. I am in a bit of a difficult spot with the giveaway. So I did the giveaway. I pulled the winner on the 31st. I did email them. I have not heard back from them, and it is now about 5 days later. So I am thinking I'm going to redraw the giveaway. If you could let me know what you think down below, I would appreciate that. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, and I do want to make sure that I've given them an ample amount of time to get back to me. That being said, I did look in my subscriptions for this person and they are not there, and I did look in my comments and I can't seem to find them either. So I feel a little bit like I'm being duped, and I don't love that feeling. So I do think that the right thing to do is to redraw it to make sure everybody has a fair shot. But please let me know down below, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Bye!